Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video I would like to talk with you how to come up with a magical potion jar. The jar could be any shape, any color, any potion. Really is just a fantastical fantasy drawing. I just drew this drawing for fun because it seemed like an interesting drawing. I've never done a potion jar before, and it was also interesting to experiment to draw it on Procreate, a digital drawing, because previously I worked with traditional physical drawing. The process drawing development goes in 3 stages, and several stages actually. So the basic sketching out, then the colors, and then the highlights and the sparkles that make the drawing come to life. First things first, I started by laying out different colors so that I wouldn't be drawing on a white plain background, which is sometimes hard to come up with inspirational drawings because this drawing I was trying to come up out of my head. So I laid out the warm gray tone first and then started by using a white color so that the jar that I would be drawing, because it's made out of glass, would be already popping out and creating interesting juxtaposition instead of black and white on a colored tone paper, which is interesting sometimes to work on. Laying out the basic shapes first, in this case circular because I used a round jar. I then sketched out how I would like the potion to be. Instead of a straight line, I wanted to create a curve, sort of a wave. And then I filled in with basic colors. I wanted to be in the shades of blues, and because blue makes me think of something magical and interesting, also inspiring. So I wanted to make a blue theme. The easiest way to work on Procreate is to select the shapes and then fill them in with colors, and then paint in, because selecting the shape allows you to paint in within the shape without worrying about going outside the shape. So it's very simple and the fastest process to color in. After laying out the basic colors for the magical potion color, I want it to be blue, I worked on creating sparkles outside and then within the water, and then the glow around those sparkles to create an interesting glowing effect and just the magical look. I think the most challenging part in this drawing was working on the shadows and highlights area to create a 3-dimensional form for the jar, because the glass is not just like any other material. It's transparent, it has a reflection and then the highlights. So it took some time experimenting where I wanted to do the darker or lighter areas, what effects I wanted to use. I used different Procreate effects to achieve different effects, the glowing or just for the highlights, because just laying out the color makes the drawing look kind of basic. The most fun was probably the highlights effect, because after you put the highlight, the whole jar comes out to life and makes it look real. I also put the glowing effect outside of the jar so that it would be sort of glowing on the darker background, and the shadow, the cast shadow, to make it look real, 3-dimensional kind of an object. I think it'd be really fun and interesting to experiment with the same theme and try out different magic potions. I mean, it doesn't have to be magic or potions, it's just the glass jars with sparkles in different colors. It would be great to experiment and try to see how it's gonna look if it was, for example, a heart shape or orange tone colors, and the whole theme like an Inktober theme, but just the potions. It'd be a really interesting project to experiment, and perhaps in the future I might try out different kind of jars to work on, but so far this is the first one and this is the process in Procreate. Well, that's it for this project. I hope you enjoyed it, I hope you find it helpful, and thanks for watching. I hope to see you next time.